And let's talk about security. We're at this great eSafe conference with a very important topic of security. And to touch on this from the security point of view means we have the general problem in transmission of data if it comes to IP hijacking and cyber attacks. What these issues, criminal attacks, they can create. Based on automotive, the result can be that criminals, based on IP hijacking and cyber attacks on the global internet, they could get a control on a car today. They can use the car as a weapon. They can steal the identity of the driver, use the car for a terrorism attack even in areas. So horrible things we can imagine about. The next one, finance. Of course, if finance data is corrupted, everybody understands what can happen. Economics can be under risk, companies can be under risk, and private individual investments can be under risk. The savings of people, in very simple words. And the health, it's so simple, it's so sensitive. This is about all of us. This is the most personal data we have, the data about our health. And all these risks, they can be solved. They can be solved if we localize traffic, if we localize traffic exchange, if we give these organizations a better transparency with whom they are exchanging data, where the data is flowing, and to give them the chance to control compliance, to control the data quality and security. We as DE-CIX, we have created the concept of the closed user group, which is nothing else than a private virtual ecosystem locally in the country, in the city, where an organization can create their interconnection, private ecosystem, like a bank, for instance, inviting all the data buyers and suppliers to attend this, connect to this closed user group, under the policy which is given by authorities and the company itself, under security requirements, and then everybody knows each other. So it's very hard for criminals to get in because it's more transparent. And it's direct interconnection. There are no intermediates. Without hops, you don't have a high risk of attack. It's DDoS free. This is something which we believe should be the future. We cannot rely on IP transit generally only, not on MPLS only. There must be a mix, a new mix of serving all these needs to make sure that it stays secure, extremely fast because of the direct interconnection, efficient because of many-to-one, aggregating locally, and not lapping a request of a citizen in Ankara to his doctor over Frankfurt. This doesn't make sense, and it's extremely inefficient and unsecure. It has to happen in the country. And what's next? Based on this logic, there are great things happening outside. We know about the 5G. So many articles outside about 5G. I saw this beautiful exhibition, and congratulations to this, outside, where there are a couple of booths reflecting on 5G. And this is the future, because 5G stays for the frequencies which are needed to control the millions of sensors and the data of these sensors. And this has to happen on site, has to happen on the crossroad, has to happen in the neighborhood where the people are, the applications are driven. And we have developed as DE-CIX, if it comes to interconnection, the logic of the 5G interconnection triangle, consisting of the 5G technology serving the IoT streams based on artificial intelligence management. So literally solutions as a small box which can be placed in mobile cell towers, can be placed as close as possible to the highways where the cars are, or to different events where people need to use the applications. And last but not least, also a very interesting topic which will drive the future, the low Earth orbit satellite access. All these shoe-sized boxes which will be operated in the low Earth orbit, which can provide significantly better bandwidth, reducing latency below 30 milliseconds, and we know this is the magic threshold for a lot of applications. And this LEO satellite technology will be able to cover areas on a much better business case where operators struggle with their investments for good reasons, because it's expensive to build fiber, it's expensive to lay down a subsea cable. The LEO satellite technology can help there. And this technology requires also on the ground proper local interconnection, because the space is the space, but the content has to be exchanged. And we have created the program of DE-CIX, which is on-ground interconnection stations for LEO satellite operators. With this outlook into the future, I would say, ladies and gentlemen and dear friends of the digital infrastructure and economy, not the sky is the limit of what we should think, the space is the limit.